and be like, so we are live right now on Twitch, if you can't tell by the people chatting up here. I haven't had a chance to take a look and check this out, I was trying to say, but because I have mental problems, I haven't taken a look at this yet. We are talking, of course, about the Drumeo video that features two. Now, if you don't know who two is, and you don't know who Sleep Token are, install TikTok. No, you must have been living under a fucking rock. But yes, they have done an interview, and I'm kind of the opinion that this guy, or Drumeo in general, they've hit the jackpot with this. They really have. They have got the first interview, spoken interview, with any member of Sleep Token. It has got 1.1 million views in 8 days, and the other day when I was scrolling through YouTube, this video was number 14 trending in the world. I'm going to give Drumeo a subscribe. I am a guitarist, but I like drummers. For those of you that even is a thing. But yeah, I like drummers. Anyway, Weird Pineapple is now following. Hey, welcome in. I might have to turn that sound off. Not that it matters, because it's already just come through and we're already recording. Who cares? I'm not a professional. Right. Drumeo have done a interview with two from Sleep Token, and I believe he talks, he plays drums, which would be the case because he's a drummer. But anyway, let us take a little bit of a look at this and see what is going on, because Drumeo smashed it, man. They got the first interview with this dude.
I am two, and this is an offering from Drumeo.
Obviously recorded before he changed his mask. I love this snare sound as well. They just smashed it with this. The owners of this channel must be sitting there going, boys, we made it. The way he moves around the kit. I like the way they've done it to the tracks as well, so you can hear the vocal still. Just that little bit to switch to the beaters and then back to the sticks. I agree. Oh, I love that when it's just a kit. The raw end, just the kit.
Well, to all of you out there watching, this is going to be a really special Drumeo live feature, because this is the first recorded video interview that any member of Sleep Token has ever done, and we're honored that Two has decided to do this with us. So welcome here, thanks for tuning in. And for any of you who don't know who Two is, he's a founding member and the drummer for the anonymous band Sleep Token.
I love the way, I'm going to pause it a little bit there. I love the way he said, for just because he kind of had to, but if no one really knows who Two is from Sleep Token, like, dude, just rub it in, why don't you? Like, every single fucking fan on the planet is sitting there going, you bastard. Like, I'm not saying they will, but as a massive Sleep Token fan who has a coin, one of 500, if Sleep Token themselves want to come on for an interview and literally just sit there and go, We can do that. I'm just saying, I'm available. Dude, I think if I got Sleep Token on this channel and did an interview, I'd die. There'd be no content. It'd just be me going, there's a vessel. That would be... I'd just turn into, like, I don't even know. They'd join or something on whatever, like, they'd come on through, like, the whatever software. And it'd just be me sitting there going, there's a vessel. Just, that'll be it. I'll be lost. Drowner of Worlds, hello. Welcome in. We're just taking a look at this Drumeo drum thing that 2 from Sleep Token's done. But yeah, let's get into the actual interviews and see what he says. How does he sound?
And they just put out a brand new album this year called Take Me Back to Eden, which is one of my personal favorite albums of this year, of 2023.
It's the best album of this year.
I recommend you go check it out because it's unreal and 2's playing is incredible. But before we jump into the interview, what you see here on the YouTube channel just scratches the surface of what we do here at Drumeo. Inside of our membership, we have thousands of song transcriptions with drumless tracks, including tons of stuff from Sleep Token. We have a full method that will teach you anything and everything about playing the drums. So if you want to check that out, there's a link down below, drumeo.com/trial, and you can see everything we're up to in the members area. We're going to get into it. We're going to be talking about 2's drumming. We're going to be talking about some Sleep Token songs.
Just sat there to Sleep
2's
Token
going to be
hoodie on.
playing a bunch of tracks. Let's get right into it. Here we go.
Oh, man. I'm watching this. Don't care. I fucking love this song. Kind of makes me want to learn drums. Yeah, you got to have fun.
Just in your playing, you can hear rock, metal, electronic music. How do you apply all of this within your drum parts?
I've always personally taken a lot of inspiration.
Of course, he disguised his voice.
The UK dance music scene. Listening to the various subgenres of drum and bass specifically allowed me to incorporate stylistic traits from those genres.
Why does he sound like Darth Vader?
As a drummer.
It's Darth Vader too. It's Darth Tudor.
So over the 3 Sleep Token records, how has your playing evolved from the first to the last album?
I would say that while my stylistic approach and goals...
The only thing I'll say, and I really hope it doesn't happen, but I know it's going to happen. I just know it's going to happen because there's people out there that are just obsessed. They're obsessed with unveiling who these guys are. They're going to reverse engineer that. Unless it's not his voice, which I think it is. And I've got to be careful what I say. Very careful. Unless there's something protecting that voice that can't be decrypted or decoded with software, people are going to... I can just see it coming now. People are going to de-Darth Vader him. And probably release this video again with the real 2 voice. Which still, necessarily, you won't be able to figure out who it is. But there will be videos lying around, maybe, potentially, that you could compare it to, that then the Reddit knobhead start. And it's like, this is why they don't do interviews. And I doubt that they've got someone in to talk over what he's already said. So I'm hoping that is blasted to fuck in the background and we can't kind of decrypt it and find out what it is. But I just know it's going to happen. It's going to happen.
Have generally stayed the same my vocabulary on the kit has expanded. I tried to work on not always using the same phrases.
You've got Ascension in the background as well.
Using those phrases in the same voicing to ensure the parts remain somewhat interesting. However, this in itself is a continual work in progress. As a player, I will admit that I, like others, don't always achieve this, but to me, that is very, very much all parts of the journey itself.
I mean, it literally sounds like there's so much filtering going on in the background to it, so it might not be possible. But, like Paravariums just said in chat, it's a tough one to comment on, because it's not as if they don't care. They can't help it now. They're that big. And an interview is going to just catapult them even more, but it does come with an element of risk. I reckon that guy at Drumeo has had to sign so much shit. He's probably had to sign his life away to get this interview, that if he even speaks about who that guy is, they are going to sue the arse off him, and Drumeo will then become property of Sleep Token, and Vessel will just get to, I don't know, take over the channel. It'll be called Vesilio after it. He will be NDA'd to his fucking life, I would imagine. But he got the interview, he got the content, and that's all that matters. Again, you bastard. But anyway, that's going to go into another song, innit? Gods, which I've heard a million times.
As I mentioned, I'm also a big fan of R&B and pop, which has worked its way into my playing.
You can hear the pop influence.
I grew up primarily playing metal, so the next obvious
Good boy.
step for me was to blend these other styles in amongst heavier playing to add versatility to my drum parts.
Dark Signs, they played that at Wembley. Again, another amazing song. But what's he saying?
So when you're developing your drum parts for the albums, are you just coming up with those yourself before the rest of the song is built, or are you hearing the other instrument parts first and then basing your parts off of that?
Most, if not all of the time, I try to pay close attention to the vocals and figure out any...
They've done a lot of that voice. Like, it's filtered. It's obviously distorted. It also sounds slowed down so that AI software won't pick up the speed as well, which is very clever. That's if it's true. But with what's going on in the background, just from previously messing around with pitches and tempos and stuff, I'm just going to go out on a limb and say it's also slowed down as well. Again, you've got to be so fucking careful what you say, man.
Specific syllables that can benefit from accents on the kit. I sometimes use the vocal line as a guide of sorts to dance in between what's being sung, to filling in those gaps, if you will. Typically speaking, songs don't start from a particular drum part, although this isn't necessarily deliberate.
He's very well spoken as well. Like, I kind of like that he's not just, you know, some dude off the street or some, like, you know, he's very well spoken. You could just imagine him in the studio, couldn't you? Vessel comes in. 2, we need a drum beat. Right you are, sir. I shall tap on hi-hats for you, thy lord, and create you a drum rhythm.
Another element I look for when writing are any specific syncopation that the drums must match. This could be a pattern on the guitar, a breakdown of sorts, something.
He said breakdown.
Something electronic. But
man knows.
I feel this takes away a lot of the guesswork when initially writing parts and provides me with a clearer idea of the song in question.
The song is sexy, I don't care. I love that he uses the electric kit as well. He's a very intelligent man. You can hear it. It's also cool to see him play these songs as well. That's why I kind of enjoying it. The snare is so distinct in the song. So heavy on them drums as well.
So around the kit, you can see you're using lots of different linear stickings and sticking patterns. What are some of the ones that you would say define your drumming?
I've always been a big Eric Moore fan, and gospel drummers in general.
Gospel?
That I've taken a lot of influence from. A couple of Eric's licks find their way into my playing.
That's really interesting.
As an example, I use an 8-note linear phrase, which is played as right, left, kick, right, left, kick. That, along with a phrase called the 3-1-3-2.
I'm going to pretend to know exactly what he's talking about here. I only know 3-1-3-2 is tab on guitar, which would be 3-1-3-2. I have no idea when it comes to drums. I can play them a little bit. Like, when I studied music and stuff, I can play drums a little bit. But the man is speaking foreign languages now. I play guitar. Oh, if he did one with 4... I would have to make sure I'd had a shower before and after if he did one with 4. I'm telling you.
Which is a triplet phrasing of 9 notes. Played as right, left, right, kick, right, left, right again on the hands. And then finished with 2 notes on the kick. What I particularly like about this phrasing is that it's 3 notes short of resolving itself. So, as a drummer, you're forced to be...
Yeah, they do massive bottles by ours. 2.25 litres of the good stuff. It's God's nectar. I love Mountain Dew.
Creative with those last 3 notes and finish the sticking, the phrasing in any way you see fit.
Oh, man. Man. Atlantic's a special song. This was amazing at Wembley when they had all the blue lights on the cameras.
Additionally, I'm a big fan of the standard paradiddle.
Whatever that is.
I use this as a chop starter, often as I feel it's an organic way to prepare the listener for a slightly busier section within the drums themselves.
Just one thing before that starts. Obviously, if you've watched the second channel, you see I've been exploring places. May or may not have found the building Alkaline was filmed in. May or may not be going to take a look. May or may not be going to sit in the seat that Vessel himself has sat in. Just saying. Already sent them emails off to request permission. It's a very old building. I know what it is. It's a very, yeah, may or may not have found that location. I think what I'm going to do, if we go there and explore that, I will have to put that on the music channel, because it's undeniably the location where they shot the video for Alkaline. The chair's still there. It's not a prop. It's in the building. I'm going to sit in the same chair as Vessel and be like, you can call me Cressel. And then be doing the... Just a lot better than... Well, he does it a lot better. But I found the place. There'll be people running in with guns and I'll be like... Because that's what he does. Because, of course, that was a brilliant representation. It was fucking terrible. But anyway... what song is he playing there? It is Alkaline, isn't it? Next phrase on the guitar... On the guitar...
I also use the 6-stroke roll often.
I'm sorry. That just sounds like a euphemism for something. What are you doing? Just going for a 6-stroke roll. I'm a child.
Of my playing, whether it's groove or fill based. Another song I enjoy playing live is entitled Like That. This is from our second record. Arguably, the drum parts in that song are, to this day, my favourite that I've written.
There is... Like That is his favourite to play live. That's interesting. I wouldn't have picked that one as his favourite. I love whatever them drums are he's got. Like electric pads.
Just to provoke my combat, new weapons to snap those final strings, just to watch me fall back. Do you like that?
Such a good album. They're all good albums. This one was amazing as well. Ah, did you see that?
brains and layers, creating a slow dissection. I stumble
The dude's an artist. He really is. See how hard he's hitting them. He doesn't half give them toms a bit of a beating.
So when you're performing live with Sleep Token, do you try to stay true to the record, or are you actually taking quite a few creative liberties in the live set?
I would say that most of the parts that I tend to play in a live setting vary drastically to what was tracked on the record itself.
Ah, so he changes it up.
This happens for a number of reasons. Sometimes when I have more time to sit with a finished track while rehearsing for a tour, I can look at it through a different lens and subsequently come up with a more interesting variation live.
That's so cool.
On the other hand, these things can happen more naturally and take on a different feel or sticking due to simply playing a certain song for long periods of time across touring.
So basically when he plays them live, they're totally, well, not totally different, but he tries to change them up, which I have heard, because Vessel does the same with his vocals, because people used to say, he's that good, and there's no chance he can sing that well live. It sounds like the album, Vessel will slightly change different vocal sections, or he'll put a high in there or somewhere, or just change the way that the song is sang, so that people know he's actually him singing live, because believe me, he is that good live. So 2 is the same, because there was a big story that went round a while ago about drummers using backing tracks, and that they weren't actually playing the drums live. And then there was the Motley Crue video where it was a backing track and the drummer was not the kit, and the drum started playing and all that kind of stuff. 2 plays. Believe me, 2 plays. I have seen him many times now. That man plays live, but he changes it up, which is just so cool. So it's basically unique every time you see them live. I love that.
There are, of course, certain parts in each song that must remain true to the original.
Of course, that's obvious.
This could be a syncopated guitar part, or even an electronic part on the pads that serves more of a supporting role within the song.
It wouldn't sound right if he changed it. Oh, I love this song. Even M's on board that this song may be our first dance song at our wedding. We don't know yet. It might be. It's on the list. This fucking cymbal action is insane. I adore this song. I really, really do. Do I adore that song?
So who are some of your favorite drummers who have influenced your playing over the years?
When I first started playing, I, like many others in my generation, were heavily into drummers such as Joey Jordison, Matt from the band Mudvayne,
Nice.
as well as the more extreme speed players such as Derek Roddy.
Ooh, so he's around my age, I'd say. Maybe a bit younger. He's 30 to 34, possibly. I'm going to stop guessing. No, it's naughty. One of the best songs in the world.
Feeble attempts to understand their concepts, their stickings and influences. These days, I would describe my playing style as a mixture of that signature Abe Cunningham Deftones inspired
Well,
heavier sort of grooving with
we know where they got the things from then.
gospel influence.
I'm going to edit the performances out for the video, but it's just so cool to see him play. That's different.
So, two, what are some of your favorite Sleep Token songs to perform live?
I've always enjoyed playing a song from our first record entitled Sundining
Oh,
called Higher. The parts in that song have always felt very interactive to me, very fun to play.
and Sundowning was their first album, because if you realise and go back, 1 and 2 were only EPs, and Jaws was a single.
While maintaining a fair deal of variance across the song itself. In regards to any newer material, I enjoy playing a track called Songwriting
Of course he does.
due to the live edition of a drum solo
He kills the solo.
that gives me a little more creative freedom, as well as its challenging feel.
Well, that's going to conclude this stream with two from Sleep Token. Two, thank you for being here and
was a
sharing
really good
your
interview.
insights into Sleep Token's music. And with that, we're going to close with some final pieces of music from Sleep Token, and I'll leave this one to two. Take care, everyone.
And that's it. But there we go. There we go. It's the first time I've actually managed to watch that pretty much all the way through. The Drumeo interview and performance by 2 of Sleep Token. That was amazing. Like, it's just so cool to hear the man speak about his own music, to see him play, to realise, because I thought he played differently live. I thought that the tracks sounded a little bit different when I've seen them live in the past, and I just thought he was doing that because of what Vessel does when he changes his vocal style up, so people realise he's singing live. But he sounds like such an intelligent musician and an intelligent man as well. I mean, I would imagine you've got to be, because it's so complicated trying to remember where to put that hand and them legs and that leg there. And I mean, guitar's hard. I would probably say drums is harder, because guitar is the 2 hands. The drums is fucking everything. I mean, I wouldn't know. He's an artist. It's the only way to describe it. And I'm honoured to say I've seen him live many times. But yeah, I just thought we'd watch that, share that with the stream and stuff, and that was incredible. So there we go.